All right, everybody. So today in Opendoor Technology, it was just another successful day. The data reports came out and it showed that interest rate cuts are definitely going to happen. Some are saying that it may be more interest rate cuts than we expected. It could be possibly higher than a 0.25 rate cut. Could be 0.50. Some are saying that it may have more rate cuts than once noted before, like maybe once a month. So we have to see what happens, but either way, it's good for Opendoor, so it doesn't really matter. Let's check this chart, and I'm going to show you once again how strong Opendoor is, and it successfully kept on moving up. Here comes the chart. So here we go on a weekly chart, and that is a huge weekly green candle right there. Could we have a profit take next week? I don't know, but that's a big candle for the weekly. And here we had two green candles, and we had a 1 weekly consolidation. Could that happen for next week? Maybe, maybe not. And if we do, maybe we will consolidate in the low $6 range, if so, because it tried to go below $6 today, and it wasn't happening. People just bought up all the shares at the $6 area, and it just moved back up. Even when the stock market was still going down, Opendoor went down also, but then it said, okay, that's low enough. I'm buying the shares. That's what they said. So $6 was a big support today. So if it did consolidate next week and go lower and make a red candle like this, it'll probably be around the $6, $6.15 area. But no one knows for sure if that's going to happen. It could go up some more. We got to see. Let's check out the daily chart. And daily chart looks very, very nice. We're above my support and resistance area. And remember, I drew these support and resistance lines yesterday, and it looks pretty good. It held support right here, and it did go down below support, but it came back up pretty fast. So the stock market was going down a lot, and then it came back up. But it did almost hit the other support, as I said before, 575. I think I had this at 575, not 580. So 575 was right there. And it almost touched that support at 575, but it didn't. And then it went above 630 again. Yesterday we closed at 596, and I said if we go lower, it'd be $5.75. And I said resistance went at 630. And what happened? That 630 became the support. So resistance I drew yesterday was 688, and it went to 685. It's pretty close to resistance I drew yesterday. And I drew one more resistance. That was at $7.89. And we didn't make it there, but that's our goal, hit around $7.88 at some point. And here goes the hourly. We opened up right here, and it went up a lot, but the whole market was going down, so it took down Opendoor right along with it. The market was going down, and it took down Opendoor right along with it. And it went from all the way down to 610, then it came back up, and then Opendoor went all the way down to 587. Some people are saying they were getting scared when it went below $6. I didn't really buy anything at that moment at 588, but I did see the strength in Opendoor, and I added some more around the $6.03 area. And we just went up to 685, and they consolidated between 685 and 658. The goal was to close above $6.50, and we closed at $6.65, so that's good. After hours, $6.62, so everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. No problem at all. Next week, we're looking at a break at $6.75, $6.85, around that range. And we need to break that, the $7, of course. But the main resistance we need to break at $7.89 area next week. Will that happen? $7.88? It's not for sure yet, because, as I said before, we have this big green candlestick right here. So at some point, we're going to need to consolidate, right? At some point. So pretty much this video is going to be short today. It's Friday. I always make my Friday videos kind of short. But I just want to note once again, that data report that came out today is huge for the housing market. Interest rate cuts is supposed to help the economy get back on its feet again, but even more so for the housing market. It's huge for the housing market. Let's look at D.R. Horton real quick. And D.R. Horton also had a nice, good day. Lennar, it was a good day, but it kind of consolidated a lot today. It went up a lot during the pre-market. And ITB, the housing ETF, same thing, went up a lot during pre-market and just consolidated a little bit. So seeing that, it seemed like Opendoor may consolidate a little bit Monday and Tuesday based on the action from Lennar and D.R. Horton ITB. But no guarantee. But $6.75, $6.88, and $7 is going to be resistance. And the support we're looking at for next week is $6.30. And the same support I said before, if we go lower, $5.75. We have to see what happens, because today when Opendoor went to $6, a lot of people are buying. Will that happen again next week? Will a lot of people buy if it does go low towards $6 again? We gotta find out. So 630 and 575 is gonna be the support. And I did have 551 on here. I think I drew that yesterday. Will it hit 551? I think the only way that happen is if there's a huge profit taking going on. If it goes to 551, more so 630, $6 and 575 is more so the support, and 675, 688, $7 is going to be resistance for next week. But on a weekly, if I had to guess, I would say maybe we take some profit early on next week, and if we go back up again, maybe in the middle of the week, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, back up again. But we'll see. We'll see Monday, Tuesday. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing's for sure when it comes to volatile stock such as Opendoor. All right, everybody. Like I said, short and sweet. And if you are interested in Opendoor, you want to discuss Opendoor with a lot of people who have the same common goal as you, join the Discord. It's in my link, in my YouTube link, and we have a nice community there. But don't forget also to subscribe, comment, and like. All right, take care.